Let him go.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Noon 30 Catch Up with
Jilly.
Amy.
I thought you forgot. And Tiff.
I did a little bit. There was a cat. I got distracted.
The cat moved. Yeah,
It did. The cat moved. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
kitten. And then I was like, oh, it's my turn to say my name. It's
We
very
learned
tricky.
this. I was listening to that episode the other day, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, did we get distracted by that dang cat?
Yeah, we
like she
did.
was so cute, but oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we really let it take it over our lives."
It's fine. It happens.
let's
Cats
try to-
are
well-
wonderful little creatures that take our souls.
And there's more of them here. So we
There
might,
are.
might be distracted. Right before we started, there was just cat butthole on the screen.
Yeah,
so
we
maybe
tried
you'll
to-
get
yeah,
that.
Yeah, you
You
never
might.
know.
I can definitely make sure that happens.
That's so good. That's so good.
Hi, it's been, a few
A
times.
minute?
A
and Here we
week?
are.
We're back. When we were leaving our previous
gosh.
recording session, as you know,
Back it up. I thought it would be a good idea. Let's follow Tiffany, the smallest car out of the three of us.
But it
Let's
wouldn't
follow
matter.
her. It wouldn't matter. And Amy, you even asked the question: "Are you sure you're going to be able to get through that?"
she said yes.
Who said?
Nat said, we can do it.
Right, but then I was like, okay, sure.
Maybe y'all should have gone first.
I don't think
Anyways.
it would have mattered. It was just really slippery.
I thought that's what was happening at one point. I'm like, okay, surely Amy's going to go first to make a path for you, and then we'll be all right. But then I
My
remember
car is low to the ground, and I like to drive into deep snow. So I got stuck.
No, wait. I'm behind her, and she goes into it, and you can see, oh, okay, we're spinning tires. She can't get through that little hump right before the driveway ends and the road begins. So I'm like, okay, I'll back up. Jillian sees me back up. I back up further, thinking, okay, we're just going to back up and go
get
another
out,
way.
yeah.
Then I see Tiffany back up. I'm like, great, we're all backing up. Nope, she goes forward again. And I was like, no,
Yeah.
we're back. We're backing up now. We're not doing this. So I back up further, thinking maybe she didn't have enough room and notice we're backing up. So Jillian backs up further. I back up further. I look at her and she's going forward again. I'm like, nope, still the wrong direction. So Jillian behind me turns around, goes the other way. I turn around, go the other way. And then I text her because I was like,
Oh, then we're waiting on the road for a little
Girl.
bit. I'm like, what has happened here? Like,
Yeah.
I thought the same thing as you. Okay,
like,
we're
she's
just going to
stuck.
go the other way. So I'll go wait out here on the road and wait. And then I see Amy come out and I'm like, okay, here we go. Anytime,
No.
Tiffany, anytime.
and it was like, she's stuck. I'm like, you stuck? And she's like, yeah, I'm stuck. I'm like,
Very
mhm,
stuck.
mhm, mhm,
Very.
mhm, mhm.
Jillian didn't
So
have
we
her
just did
phone
a
with
little,
her.
U-turn,
Oh
go
my
back.
gosh.
And Jillian and Amy had to push me out.
Pushed her out.
Had to
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
shavola.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
once again, tried to.
She
It
just,
didn't-
you
you
just
know-
wanted it so badly. I'm gonna go, but after
Had-
the first, just back up.
No, had the person not been driving down the road and I didn't have to stop,
Right, the
I
speed.
could have gone.
Right, but then
I
when you
coulda
back up
killed
later,
it.
you tried again and you still got stuck. What does that tell you? The second time.
Go faster.
No, it means just back up.
Yeah, like we need to try another route. All right. Yeah.
I did get stuck. Amy and Jillian pushed me out, and then Jillian fell on her knees.
Yep, sure did.
Yes,
Because
sure.
there was some ice.
Yeah,
There's
and
lots of ice.
but
And boots with no grip.
we got you out.
Thanks.
These ladies of the land did the old
happened.
get on the front of the car and shove.
Just go.
Piggy
Heave
shove.
ho.
Yep.
Heave ho.
Heave ho.
And it's not the first. Like that's just winter.
Yeah.
Especially my driveway last year, the year before. Two delivery people and a friend got stuck in ours. So we had to
jeez.
push out a lot of vehicles that year. And I don't know how it happens. Like we have a driveway and everyone went off it. And I was like, I can't help you.
At the same spot?
Nope, 3 different locations. One at one side of the culvert, one over by our shed, and one over like literally trying to get out of the straight stretch.
Oh my gosh.
It was really not good. They didn't know how to drive in the winter. It was their first winter.
Welcome.
Yeah, sorry. It's a real time.
It was only an infant. They were a baby driving. they
Welcome
didn't
to the
know.
world of
Good
snow.
luck. Good
Yeah.
luck.
So that was an adventure in
That
society.
was an adventure.
It was good, yeah.
Yes, but
Yeah.
today Jillian came to another class with me.
Uh-huh.
So that was so much fun.
Yep.
And then the thrice of us went out for coffee with some of my gym buddies. So that was so fun to
It
sit in the
was,
back of
yeah.
a real cute little cafe.
It was really nice. When you were walking back there, I thought you were looking
Going
for
to
the
the
bathroom
bathroom.
because that's
Yeah.
usually what happens. So as I'm walking, I'm like, oh, maybe
Should
I
I
shouldn't be
not-
following her.
Imagine it was the bathroom. You walk like right to the door, and then she's like,
Oh, so sorry. Wow.
No.
Yes, in the back of this coffee shop,
Anyway.
there's like a more private room with a couch and some
There's
ottoman,
like a fireplace
reclining chairs.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
fun.
So it was good because we got loud.
I tried
sure
a
did.
dirty chai.
Yes, you did. She didn't like it.
Chai. It's not a flavor I think I like. It
It's not-
tastes
yeah.
dirty.
You don't like cardamom as a spice?
I guess not. I've just no.
Okay. No.
I wouldn't put cardamom in very much. I don't know even if I own cardamom, to be fair. I think I've
It's
tried
like a
it.
seed pod.
Yes, and I think I have it. Some recipes have had it, but it's mixed in with so many other spices and
Yeah.
strong flavors that I don't think I've picked out. Just that. That alone, I don't like.
Not for you.
But now I know, and I tried it.
Yeah.
I was
True.
real brave. Brave little train.
Yeah, I went traditional drink like I usually do, and they made it so pretty. I didn't take a picture of it. It wasn't like one of those people. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna enjoy this.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna
I
live
know
in the
there's,
moment.
like a really nice like foam heart on the top,
Oh,
and it stayed there the
that's
whole
fun.
time.
Really?
Yeah,
'cause
pretty
it's
well.
A
Like,
floaty
it-
foam
anyway,
steak
whatever
split.
they did.
That's nice.
Amy sometimes makes us fancy art in our hot chocolates.
By that I tried to pour, and it just always comes out a blob. But I think if
Still
I
looks
keep
great.
practicing, someday
you'll
the
get
blob
it.
will look like
Yeah,
something.
you
Yeah.
will get it.
Yeah, I think so for sure. It's very possible. It's a thing.
Yeah, so
No.
some adventures in the valley this morning.
Yeah. Did y'all get up to anything this week?
So as I mentioned last week, I had to get gasoline for
your generator.
For my generator. So so I'm at the lovely place, and I'm not the only one. Several people at the gas station have the back open, and everyone's filling up the jerry cans. So I'm filling in my 2 jerry cans, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get rid of some of the garbage that I have in my back because I have an empty cup and whatever else. So I have my card and I'm wearing leggings like today. Do you know what leggings don't have pockets?
Sure
So I have
don't.
my keys in hand, I got my card, and then I'm going to pick up the garbage. And then I found a little more garbage. So I pick up some more garbage. And I'm like, oh, I could also throw that out here. Because it was something in my back that I was like, I just don't want this anymore. If it was a flyer, I don't care. So I go over and I'm just shoving stuff in the garbage. Now I'm going back and forth between me and the garbage, just finding anything in my car.
Now's your time.
That was my
Get it
time.
out.
I felt really like motivated to do it.
Yes.
There was hardly anyone waiting. So it wasn't like I was like that jerk in line. And I was like, this is great. Throwing stuff out. All great. No problem. Everything finishes, put stuff in, close it back up. I sit in the car. I'm like, keys. No problem. The keys were okay. Somehow, at some point during it, I had clipped it onto my sweater, like because I have a carabiner, and I must have like, oh, okay, I want my hands free, so I'm gonna clip it on here. So I'm like, oh yeah. Start the car, and then I'm like, where's my credit card? So at first I don't panic because I'm like, oh, I probably put it in a bucket, or maybe it's in the back, or so. Then I get out and do the Watusi all around. And then I'm like, I'm not going to look in the garbage because I know I put a lot, and other people, I'm not. It's in the garbage. And then when I sat and reflectively thought, there was something very firm in my hand. One time I threw in some papers, but I didn't realize my hand was full of my credit card when I put garbage in it, and then just put it all away. So on the drive home, I got to call my bank and be like, yo. They're like, oh, do you know where you lost it? I'm like, absolutely. Do you know your last thing? I'm like, yep, I paid this much money for my gas, and then I promptly threw it in the garbage. So the lady's like, what? I was like, I can tell you with assuredly, I know exactly where my card is.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't lose it. I'm like, no, it's in a garbage
yeah.
can. I'm not.
It's not lost.
At a
I'm
gas
just not
station.
getting it.
We're I'm not getting
going
in
back.
there.
Yeah, like that. No.
No, I don't know what's there. If
No.
my own garbage, yes.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
that's
all right,
different.
let's go.
Yeah.
This is stranger garbage. So I was just like, so I just need a new one. So now I have to wait till it comes in and change my card number and change all my auto stuff that comes off of it. And
I've heard though, Jillian will just give you her credit card number.
Yes.
And
So
you can shop for her.
the best thing is, last time she bought something, it had my address, my email. So I found out she was buying some nutritional supplements,
protein powder.
protein powder, and
Yeah.
something else. I was like, that's great. And then it sent me a thing. Would you like to tell us about the service you received? I gave them 5 stars on your behalf, Jillian. I said they did a great job. And then last week I went to buy something, and because she heard that
deleted it
she
on my
deleted all
computer.
and updated all her stuff. So then when I went in to pay, now it's her email, her address, but her credit card. And I was like, ooh, I could just now go shopping under Jillian's because she
You're
thought
not
it would
gonna
fix
get very
it by
far, 'cause
putting
I've
it
just
all her
lowered the limit.
information. Sure fixed it. Now my information was gone and hers was replaced.
Which I still don't understand because that purchase that I made, Amy, wasn't even through that thing.
It does- I don't understand.
I chose another option. So I don't
It's
know
like
why it's still picking
We've
it
taken
up.
over each other's lives so much. We're
Well, I
becoming one
guess, yeah.
person. And they thought, well, they
Yeah.
must live together. They buy all the same things. So
They're
let's-
obviously a couple.
they're a
Just
couple.
obviously a
So it
couple.
doesn't matter. Just put it on one of their cards.
Something came to my house with the name Jillian and your last name.
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
well, hello, look at that. Like sister wives.
They're making some things happen. So
And all this happened
Yeah, it's
because
the
we
shop
wanted
app.
we wanted to buy matching leggings.
that's
That's
it.
right.
Yes.
Yep.
And we were at Jillian's, but I said, oh, I'll pay for them and everyone
yeah.
can pay me money.
Yeah.
So I went under my shop app.
Yeah.
But it was on her computer. So her computer now thought, well, I guess this is everyone's
Yeah.
shop app who lives in
Yeah.
this house. And then every time I go home, I change it back to me. But then every time she uses it, she changed it back to her
I have
stuff.
to go back. It's a time.
But how does it not? It's two different emails.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask
Different
my
emails, addresses,
everything.
names.
Like
It's
'cause
been
even
glorious.
I forgot once to change the postal code. So then I thought, oh shoot, the package is gonna end up at your place.
You
Like,
know?
I'm not that worried if something goes
Yes.
through
At
wrong.
least we know
because
each other. It's not
it's
like we
gonna
went to
go,
a store and this got stuck.
or
It
it's not
was-
like those packages that showed up at your place that wasn't even close to
Yeah.
where you lived. Anyways,
No, that happens.
you know, like stuff like that. But
Yeah. Anywho's, so it's an adventure.
yeah,
Whenever
so
I go to
Amy's
buy
getting
stuff,
the emails
sometimes
like, oh,
Jillian's gonna foot the
congratulations, you
bill.
bought this or I bought
Yes.
this. You're not gonna get very far with that. I gotta say, like I've
Yeah,
been
that's
responsible.
fair.
I just paid it off, so the limit.
So I
has
am
been
gonna get
lowered.
farther.
No, I'm telling you that the
You've
limit.
been hanging off.
No.
There's more room.
The limit. No, I said I just paid it off.
Yeah,
Let's
that's right.
keyword here is just, and I reduced the limit. The woman on the phone was like, "Well, you're in good standing." I'm like, "Yeah, I realize that, but I'd like to keep it that way.
I'd like to
can
stay
we
there.
just think? And I don't really need this one anymore, please."
Yeah.
So
Can we
just
slim this down?
I'm taking it out of my wallet even. Like,
Yeah.
it's just gonna go somewhere else,
yeah.
not in a garbage can.
That's, I
at
have
a gas
two that are
station,
in a glass jar in a cupboard.
Oh,
I just put them away in case for emergencies.
But if you're in an emergency, is that where you want your credit card to be?
Well, I'm thinking that I still know their number. I'm just not using it every day.
Okay.
Right? Like, because I can still call them and be like, yo, I need my number for whatever else.
I
And
need my emergency money.
I'm not too worried.
What'd you do this week?
What did I do this week? I had to go to Costco one day after work to pick up a couple of things, and I'm happy to say that I did stick to the list.
Oh.
But while I was in there,
so good.
I got not caught, but just like browsing around. I was looking at the flowers. I was feeling like, oh, it's a nicer day. Maybe I'll buy some flowers, whatever. So I'm in that section of the store, and then I can kind of hear it. Like, it's loud in that store. We all know this. There's
Yeah.
a lot of ambience, whatever. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's just somebody working, and they're just hollering at each other. No, it's a lady who can't find the milk.
Oh, and tell me.
And I am in the freezer section at this point where you can see the workers in the back. Like, so at the end of some of these aisles, you can open up a big silver door and it's the inside. Okay. So I'm hearing hollering, frustration, whatever. And I'm thought I was getting out of the way of it, but I didn't. When I came out of the aisle and I go to turn left, I look to my right and it's this woman and she has one of these doors open and she's just yelling, "Where is the milk?"
Wow.
Oh.
One of those, like, milk.
Oh my God.
And then she slammed the door.
She's
And then,
so
like,
upset.
Did anyone have their camera out taking pictures? Because
I didn't look at that, Amy, because at one point I was like, well, let me just tell, like, oh, it's just over.
But maybe it's
like,
empty
because you're just not on the wrong, like,
You're in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong place. Like,
The
it's a bit
dairy is
confusing.
not there.
But
But what if maybe she means the dairy section was empty? So she
No,
couldn't
it's
I
find
never
think it
empty.
was.
She's
It's
in-
never
she not
empty.
know
It
we're in
was
the
that
wrong
she was in the
neighborhood?
wrong
Why
section.
would you yell at someone? Just keep walking.
Well, maybe there wasn't anybody in the freezer. I don't know. Like, I don't know if there was a worker there.
She's just
like,
yelling into the
Where
ether.
is the
Well,
milk?
it kind of
I
was. Like, I
need
really do feel
1%.
like they were just in the, like,
They
'cause-
don't sell that.
What?
They only have 2%.
Yeah, don't get me started on that.
Wait,
It's not a
wait, wait.
grocery store.
It's not a
You're
grocery
not-
I know,
store.
I
You're gonna
understand
get a
that,
little
but
bit.
like,
They have 2%.
I think 1% is more popular than 2% now.
We're off
So
track.
she's
Yeah.
looking for
So she's
the
looking
2%.
for her milk, and she's in
Hopefully.
the section that does have some dairy, but not.
but
milk.
it's cheese.
it's cheese
Oh,
and
that's
it's
a
yogurt.
totally different. I even know that aisle. Yeah. The milk is a milk room. There's a room.
It is.
You
And
go in a
it's-
room.
It clearly says dairy.
Yeah.
above
which
the
is
thing.
tricky because now you have like multiple sections for cheese, which is a tricky bit
Yes,
because
there
you
is.
have
that's true too.
You
brick
do have by
cheese
the meat
in one
and
section,
yeah.
and then you have fancy cheese in another section.
Yeah.
But that's the same as a grocery store. You have fancy cheese, usually over by the deli stuff, and you have the regular cheese. So that's completely normal to every grocery store.
Either way, I hope she found milk. I wanted
Do
to.
you?
I think anybody who's that like, you're going to Costco, you're on a mission. I think we all shop the same at Costco. Like you're going in, you got a list, you got to stick to that list.
No, she likes to wander. Remember we talked
No.
about this one time.
Well, but I've been with you and we've stuck to the list.
I love a wander.
Yeah. I've been with you, I think, and we wandered because I ended up with lots of things.
I think it
didn't
helped
even
that day
buy.
that we had left our kids in one section.
Yes.
And we're like, okay, we can't get too distracted.
That's
You know what I mean?
different,
Like
yeah.
we were somewhat responsible of our offspring.
Yep. I'm a rambling man when it comes to
Oh,
cruising
well,
through
you know.
Costco.
Trying to make a living, doing the best
Yeah.
you can.
That's it.
That's what a rambling man does.
Yeah. People getting irrationally upset about things. So have I
yeah.
told you about the woman in the school pickup and drop off lane?
Yes.
Yes. And you
Yes.
just were like, why are you so angry?
Right.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah. So, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this on the podcast about her yelling at me.
Was that a different time? Because
Okay.
you told us one time she was yelling in general.
Yelling
but
and so
not
it is-
specific to you.
It's a congested area.
It's just-
as
yeah.
anyone who has children knows,
Yeah.
Pick
drop
up,
off is a
drop off.
nightmare.
Yeah.
It's a suburban street. It's not a separate driveway to get in there. So you also have regular traffic that's coming and going.
Yeah.
And this woman, as soon as someone isn't moving, is blaring on the horn.
Love this.
And then she gets out of her car and swears while she's got her two small children in tow.
Well, yeah. So you know
Tells
it's real.
people that like, this is not a fucking parking lot. And she's losing it.
That's too much.
My children live directly across the street from my daughter's school.
Yeah.
So I will go and park in the driveway, go
Yeah.
drop their stuff off in the house.
That's nice.
And then go and
Just-
take them to school.
Right.
And so now this lady takes
she
it
think
upon
you're being illegal?
takes it upon herself to tell me that you can't just use
Some
anybody's
random-
fucking driveway like it's your own property.
my- Yes, she didn't.
Yes, so she gets in my
She
face.
did not.
Oh, wrong person.
Not
So then-
even. Just you're like, what? You don't have a say on that.
This isn't your business. So
my
I
God.
said, well, actually, she lives here. This is her father's home. And mind your fucking business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good for you, Tiff. Like, come on.
and
and
she at least apologized.
No,
like,
not at all. Just grabs her kids, huffs into the school.
Right. As if you proved me wrong.
Right. Yeah. So
What kind of balls?
he lives in a duplex. So there's another father who has partial custody of his kids. Our daughters are friends. So their mom will also park in the
Might
parking
as well.
lot.
Yeah.
So yesterday we're both parked in the parking spot and crazy civic mom is someone has temporarily stopped because they can't go.
Yeah.
And she just puts her
The
hand
horn,
on the
on
horn, full tilt, just holds it. Holds it. It is like she just had a head-on collision and her head is pressing on the horn. And the other mom in the parking, like in the shared parking lot, is standing on the other side of the street. She's like, what the fuck is going on? Then, anyways, not honking at us. This mom then gets out of her car and starts yelling
Like 5
at
cars
the other
ahead.
mom
Right, like, move
who
forward.
has stopped her car.
She's like, where am I going?
And I'm like, what the Christ is happening?
you
Like,
know what? That someone like that. I know this is horrible. I don't usually condone this, but someone needs to go up to her and be like, "If you honk your horn like that again, I will rip off your arm and I will beat you with it. And we're gonna do it one time, or I'll break let's just break a finger to start.
Yeah.
Today I'm gonna break a finger. Tomorrow, if
Yeah.
you do it again, you get another finger. Because some of those people will never. Like I said, I'm not a violent person, but people like that, you can speak to them.
Yeah.
You can be polite. You can be like
Yeah.
arsehole back to them, and yet they live in a weird what? How do you
so I'm
live
like, do I
that?
like tell the principal about
But
this?
what are
Like,
they gonna?
who someone is out front of your school swearing and being aggressive
I guess,
with
yeah.
children around?
Yes, because it's bad.
Or do I just feel sorry for this woman because obviously her life is a piece of shit and she needs to take it out on people taking their babies to
Yeah.
school?
Yeah, like how do you fix something like this? That's what I mean. Like, what do you do? Because I don't think you could be kind to her. You could be harsh to her. I don't think she'd change, right? Like,
She's a dick.
Because it's yeah,
but it
you've
would be
seen it
right. I would
happen.
get her like license plate
almost-
and find out who she is if you could get her name and go to the principal, be like, hey, I've witnessed this several times. I
Yep.
don't like this abuse because it is abuse. Like, I do
Well,
not
and-
need my children and other people's children
That's what
listening
it is.
to.
Yeah, like
It's
come
on their property.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it was on her sidewalk up
Yeah.
out in her driveway, that's different. This is on our property. Like I would like a safe onboarding for my child
Right.
in the day.
Yeah.
So you need to tell this lady
Yeah.
to calm down.
Something, yeah. Like
Yeah.
Maybe get a
even-
petition, just stand there every day, and when she honks, go to the other car, be like, hi there, do you want to sign a petition that says basically this lady can't park here, this is her driver's
this is
license?
unsafe.
And the lady probably would see and be like, oh, we're just doing a petition against you. And just, there's nothing she can do about it.
You're creating a very
nuisance.
hostile
Yeah.
environment for our children to start their day.
Like, but again, it is
And
weird.
you're
Like, what's
already-
in your brain?
You're already feeling that, like, okay, you've gotten up, you've got everybody ready to go on their days, you've gotten them in the car,
Yeah.
you're going to drop off, which is
It's already high stress.
it's high stress, and like people listening, whenever you're laughing, no, like because you can't stop, and people like that are like everybody's got to go. I drop my kid off, I got to go to work. Like you there's somewhere
No
else to
one
be.
is doing it on purpose to park and just be a jerk to the
No.
rest of the people.
Like
Yet
I'm not
she's
getting out of
choosing
my
to be a
car.
jerk to
Yeah,
everyone else.
I'm not getting out of my car and then going and shooting the shit with you
Right.
after our kids have gone in. Like, no.
Oh my God, can you
You
bring me
know,
there one
like,
day?
Yeah.
oh my
I'll just stand right by her
gosh.
window and keep knocking and talking to her.
yeah.
She
so
loves me. I'm
now I just
very
stare at her.
personable.
I
Yeah.
stare for
Yeah,
such a long
good,
time.
yeah.
Yes,
I
but I
kinda
would
wanna
stare
do that
very close
too.
to the window.
Yeah.
Like so close that it's just walk, like, because you know how you crawl forward and then just
Yeah.
walk and stand right by the window and
Maybe I'll
stare.
try and
Take
get
her.
pictures.
And every time she swears,
Oh, yeah.
have an air horn and do it back to her. So if she
Yeah.
swears, air horn.
that's a good
If she
one.
I
honks,
have an air horn.
Do you know what I
Just
mean?
bring
Like,
it, yeah,
just go
like,
over her
just-
swear words and be like, we're not okay with the way you're speaking. So obviously you're not adult enough to
I
keep
bet
it
you,
yourself.
though,
We'll air horn over
no.
all your swears.
No, then Tiff would be the one then to get the phone call that day probably
No,
about
but
the
I'm
air
gonna
horn
be there.
noise.
I can do it. I'll be an air horn person.
No,
What are you
I
gonna
just
do? Kick
mean
me
like
out?
the air horn will get noticed faster than the
Good.
woman
I
swearing.
think everyone would applaud.
I think so
Oh, I
too.
think
It
so.
Everyone
sounds
thinks
like
she's an
everyone
idiot.
wants something to be done.
Well,
to
and
this
I
lady.
think too, like especially now, like you're brave enough to have that conversation and be okay. A lot of people don't. They just like ignore what's happening because you don't know what you're
Also,
coming
you don't
upon.
have the energy for that.
Well,
Like,
and then
to
there's
take
that
on every
too.
day. You
Yeah,
say every day she's
like-
gonna be here. I'm just gonna roll my eyes and like deal with it.
Oh, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna drop my kid off a little bit.
And that's why you need
earlier,
someone like me who
like-
has no like. I have nothing in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have no children.
Let's
I have
do
no.
it.
I have time. I'll just go stand there and just be like, oh, this will be fun. I'm just gonna stand.
Yeah.
You know when you're a little kid, you have a sibling. If you do, and you just do this, I'm not touching her. I'm not
Mm-hmm. I'm
touching
not
her, mom.
touching you.
I'm not touching her. And I would just do that like the whole way through the whole drop off. When she does everything, I'm just like, I'm not touching you, but I'm just gonna.
So I
air
need
horn
you-
once
Let's
more.
do it. We
next
have a
week
little
is
bit of
March
a break.
break.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when we come back
Let's
from
do it.
that,
Give me an air horn, and if she goes, I'll go. Be like, meh,
I'm
every time
telling
she
you, like,
swears.
who else should we bring with us
Just
to
when she
be like
swears.
our intimidating posse? I'm thinking
I don't
Amy's
think it
husband.
needs to be an intimidating posse.
I think just every
It's
time
just
she
people
swears or
to
goes
make a
out, go,
mockery.
meh, and just
Yeah.
like, no, we're not going to have that. And I'll be like, we are not going to
That
have that
sucks,
language
though.
here. If you choose to say anything, I'm going to air horn.
Yeah,
Eh.
she's a lot.
Well, I wonder how their kid feels.
Well,
too,
and then I
right?
wonder, like, were you
What are
not
your-
hugged enough? Does your husband yell at you or your wife yell at you? Like, what
And
do
even
you
if you have,
need?
yeah, but even then, like, those people probably will go through life like that and never think there's a problem. That person sounds like they put it on everyone else.
Yeah.
They don't have a problem. That person's too slow. That person's not doing what they're supposed to. I better yell at them to get their ass in gear. So I don't think they're introspective enough to even know why like they're like that.
But do you think that they think, and it's hard because, like, I'm not that level of asshole. Do you think she thinks I'm helping this situation? That person
Oh, yeah.
needs me to honk at them
Because
to
they're
know
idiots and they don't know
that they're
yes.
dumb.
I think she thinks that the whole world is an idiot and the whole world is doing bad and I am helping out. I'm doing what I
Public
can.
service.
Even
Yeah.
if that was the case, there's better ways
Oh, yeah.
to
Yeah.
teach people. Like, come on. Like, let's start with words. You know?
That aren't swearing
Yeah.
in
That's-
front of
I think all of
children.
you
Yeah.
just get a petition or tell the principal, like give them information and be like, this is, that's not cool. Like if you did
Especially-
it once off, but now that I've
Yeah.
heard this like 3 different stories, I'm like, I'm
they're-
over it.
And they're also like approaching you when you're on private property too, like
Yeah.
not the school property. You're
Yeah.
at kiddos, you know.
Yeah.
At her dad's place.
Right, exactly. Thank you.
That's
You
weird.
know,
Yeah,
like,
it's so
that's-
strange.
So awkward. I don't like this lady.
I
know,
know. I
me
can't wait
neither.
to go.
I bet I looked at her, I'd probably pick her out and be like, that's the
No,
lady.
she looks like a bitch.
See, that's the
Yeah.
problem. Why do you also have to look that way?
Yeah,
Just
she
get
looks the
that
part.
off your face.
Probably better though. Come on, wouldn't it be harder to get cross at somebody who didn't look like that? Like
No,
if you
I'll
were-
still be
yeah.
cross if you're a jerk.
Yeah.
If you're a jerk, you're a jerk.
I
I just think
do,
it's
I-
funny that sometimes the jerks also look like jerks, and you're like, genetics is a weird thing.
Yeah.
Just like giving you a head start on your jerkdom.
Yeah.
What a time.
Sorry for that
All
long
riled up.
journey.
I got
Gosh.
so riled. I hate this lady, and I don't even know
No,
her.
but that's shitty because like anyway, whatever. Let's not go back.
I also want to, like, what do you think her name is? Do you think it's like Brenda?
Stephanie.
I don't want to. I have to wait and
Holly.
see.
Okay,
I
so
need
her,
to
yeah, so
see.
her, she has 2 children that
Okay.
are like, I think they're in the daycare program there. They don't even
Okay.
look like they're in kindergarten.
Okay, they're
They're
little
like
wee.
babies.
Oh,
That she's
no.
pulling in by the hands.
Oh, little ones.
So she's probably younger than us, like 30s.
Okay, so then
So her name's probably like Jessica.
yeah, could be. Yeah, yeah, it's quite popular. Apparently, that's going to be the new Karen.
Mm.
That was good. Solid.
good,
Solid.
felt good.
It felt nice. A little. Yeah.
Sometimes
Strange.
it's apprehensive at the beginning.
Strange without the ear hole muffs on.
Yeah, because usually the zip is very,
pronounced.
pronounced.
Oh, that's the word I was going
Oh,
for.
it's such the perfect word for
Yeah,
that.
it is. It is.
What's happening over there?
Stuck.
Sometimes I pull it by the keychain, and sometimes I use the zipper.
Do you tell people if their zipper's down even if you don't know them?
I do.
I try to. Unless they're like really far away and they're like, I'm not gonna like hustle
Yeah,
and be
I
weird.
don't- yeah.
But yeah, if they're within the vicinity, like waiting in line or something with me, I'd be
Yeah.
like,
Sorry, your fly's down.
yes, I just do a
I
little.
just noticed your flies
Yeah, and everyone's always so like
Yeah,
thankful, right?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you?
Nobody wants their stuff falling out.
down. Well,
Yeah, or even just seeing
sometimes the
my
pants just do that, right?
Yeah.
Like there are some pants
Some
in our
pants,
lives that the
yes,
zipper doesn't
that-
stay
no,
up.
it sure don't.
So it is. It's a constant, and that's where I find myself doing it a lot. Is at
Yeah.
employer
Yeah.
because a certain style of pant, just
I
the
put a
zipper
ring
doesn't
on
stay
it
up.
and then put it over the button to keep
Oh,
it up.
clever.
That is clever.
Yeah, just one of those like a keychain ring, and you whip it through and then put it around the buttons. When you button it up, it will stop that. That's what I had to do.
Living in the year 3000 over there.
I used to get-
We already
Living in
talked
the-
about
that's what's
this.
gonna happen in 3000. We're gonna have pants
Yeah.
stay up.
Pants
I used to
stay
get
up.
stuck in those pants, and I'm a chronic
That's
Sorry.
not good for you because
I'm a
you gotta
chronic
go.
pee holder that I wait way too long. So when you get stuck in some pants, it is a dance. It is not good.
It's like, what do you mean the zipper got stuck?
The zicker-
'Cause it is
the zicker?
It is a tough zicker. Like it's a rough zicker. Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
yeah,
The
it's-
zicker is
it's
real
not as smooth
rough.
as-
That reminded me of a time I held it too long and I really had to go and it was like, okay, and I'm going in there and I forgot to have my suspenders on and I still had my high vis vest. So then I was like, no,
Because now you have your high vis.
rip
and-
the vest off to then get the suspenders down so I could pee. It was close. So now I just
told
pee.
you my story about that, right?
I just pee when I need to pee. Now I don't hold it anymore. I'm
You've
like,
heard,
we're gonna
you've
go.
heard my story about having to pee really bad at employer.
I don't know.
Okay, so old employer location.
Okay.
And really busy day. Way back in the day, I was a cashier, and it was just the
Yeah.
lines forever. I
All
had
the way.
8.5
We've
hours,
seen it.
Did not take a break. I was committed. I was all over it, and finally, like I was like, I am about to just all over the floor. So someone took me off, and I ran to the bathrooms. I couldn't even make it to the staff washrooms. I went around the corner. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Get to the bathroom. Drop my pants, sit down. I start peeing. It is the nicest. You know when you
Yeah,
really have to
so
go.
relieving.
I start peeing, and when I do, I realize my underwear is still on.
Oh, Amy.
No joke. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I am peeing through underwear.
Wow.
I am at work, and I have peed, but it felt good. Like the
Yeah.
pee was like so good,
relieving.
and then so there was like so good, and then. Oh my no. I still had like 2 hours left. So I was like, okay, I have to get these off. They are just not in
Done.
a good
Yeah, so
place.
you're done with those underwear.
So they're gonna go in that nice little receptacle
That's right.
for the things.
Yeah.
And then
Excellent.
I had to go commando for the rest of my shift.
Okay, yeah.
And I was just like, that happened. So yes, I understand, except for go the next step and sit down and just
Go.
You're so in a rush,
Forget
you
your
don't even
undies.
pull your underwear
Okay,
down.
That hasn't happened to me, yet.
That
so
was
stay
like
tuned,
20
folks.
years ago. 20 years ago. And it was
Whoa.
like old. And I remember sitting there after, I'm like, maybe I just stay here. Like, maybe this is it for my day. Like,
I haven't taken any breaks. I'm
right?
entitled to
I'm
some.
going to sit here. And it was a bit of an awkward situation.
I
Really
have-
good pee, though.
I have a story, a similar story as from my mother-in-law, though. So should I share it now? Or should
now I want
Okay,
to know.
Now
so
everyone
she-
wants to know.
Yeah, we're all in.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Vicky. So, whew, had been out on a date and was This was a while ago. So the fashion was like stockings underneath the skirt, and like a lot of layers going on, whatever.
Probably
So,
had a what
like,
were
it
those
was a
things that you put
matching-
underneath?
a
slip.
slip.
could have been to like it would have been like an outfit business suit, like skirt and matching blazer.
Blouse. And then
All
you
the
have- yeah.
things,
She
you
was
know.
professional
Yeah,
dater.
Sounds
yeah.
very
Wow.
professional.
Well, I think it was probably anyway. I forget those details of the story, but had been on a date. Whatever she ate during the meal upset her stomach.
Oh.
And she excused herself and went to the bathroom, and then like thought that it had kind of passed or whatever. And then as she's walking back to her apartment, and I can't remember if the date was still with her or not. I think they might have parted ways at this time,
I hope
thankfully.
They had.
Well,
I
so
hope they had.
I just want to say pantyhose for the win.
Oh,
It kept everything in.
Oh man,
It
'cause
caught
they had
it?
quite the liner back in the day.
well,
It was a
because
thick-
it wasn't just pee. Like
Yeah,
again, it was
it
something.
full
Here
out.
comes the IBS
The
showing up.
deluge.
Yeah, and so it
Oh my
held
God,
for a while,
walking home.
but then started like seeping down. Right, like into like
It
down her
would.
leg, into
It
the
would.
shoes, all the thing. And she's telling me this story, and I'm trying not, and at this point, like laughing about it because it had
Yes.
been so many,
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
she like you doesn't embarrass easily.
Yeah.
But was just like everything just went out. I went into the bathroom at some mall
Yeah,
and just stripped
strip it
down,
down.
and
Yep.
just chucked it all out and
Yep.
did her best, like,
As
That's it.
clean up as you
Just-
can.
That's all you can
and
do.
then went home. Anyways, I'm like, oh frig. So yeah, when you said you sat down and were peeing through your underwear, I'm
Yes.
like, oh.
Also a weird sensation.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, okay. So on that note, debagging it up.
Remember that time 10
Remember
minutes
that
ago
time?
when Jillian opened
when
the
I
bag?
opened a zipper?
Yeah, it was tough though.
Gosh, Amy,
That's me.
it is. This is direct for you.
Oh.
Do you like game shows? Why or why not? I think I wrote this one down because you like games so much. But do you like game shows as much as you like board games? Yes or
Love
no?
What's happening? And I do.
There's
back
some
in
cool
the day,
music happening in the
used
background.
to watch game shows like Bumper Stumpers. I liked because
Okay.
it was
That was a good
tricky.
one.
Yeah.
I liked a good trickiness. My hubby always liked Jeopardy, so Jeopardy was one we'd always watch.
Okay.
You know the one Price is Right.
Oh,
Also coming
yeah.
to Ottawa soon, or has just been. Anywho's, that was always a real hoot.
Mm-hmm.
But now as an adult,
Now as an elder.
I thought
now
you
as
were
an
gonna say
elder, I don't partake in any of them. But I was not against them. How about you both?
I did Wheel of Fortune because Jeopardy was tricky for me. I also liked a good bumper stumper,
I
which
remember
for
that.
those who don't know,
Oh, that's
it's
true. That's pretty dated.
it's
It was like you
License
had to
plates?
and figure out what they were saying.
Well, basically, like if
It
you
was
have
like a vanity
a
plate.
vanity plate,
Yeah.
yeah.
that say
And it
weird
was
things.
some encrypted message.
yeah they would give you a clue
Yeah.
and you would have to
This
guess.
is a type of transportation. And it'd
Something
be like
like that,
airplane, but
yeah.
spelled really weird.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it
I
was
like
good.
that one.
Bumper Stumper was good. Price is Right. That
Yeah,
like
that's
I
classic.
Family
forget
Feud, I
to-
enjoyed.
Ooh,
Spay and neuter your pets.
that's what he would
Yes.
say at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he still does now. Drew
Yeah,
Carey
yes,
took
he
it
does.
over
He
from.
still says
yeah.
that, and they still put money towards that. is my
Well, that's
understanding.
nice.
Yeah, the
From Bob
original
Barker.
host was big into that. Like,
Yeah.
Love the animals.
love the
He's
animals.
dead?
Yeah,
Yes.
very.
I
Like he was
assume
already old.
he
when
was already
died,
dead when he was
so-
on.
No, but
Yeah.
like he lasted way longer than a lot of people. He was old when he died.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's good. I guess if you have a good.
It's those Barker's beauties.
Yeah.
That I didn't know. That doesn't
Barker's
really.
Beauty, but then they changed through the years, and then
yeah. Anyway, things don't always age well. Come on, we're realizing that.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, even Vanna, like she's just flipping numbers.
Now all she does is push a thing.
She probably doesn't even do that. She
She's
probably
still
just
on the
walks
show.
by.
She
I think it is
looks
now
so
more
awkward.
of a wave.
Like
So yes, so it is still Vanna White, and Ryan Seacrest, because he's doesn't have enough jobs, has
Oh.
taken over for Pat Sajak.
wow, like things I'm learning.
Wowzers.
I'm out of the game.
No, I remember writing down that question, and I think we had talked about board games.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if the love of board games is similar to like watching a game show on TV.
I watch a lot of video games on TV though.
Okay.
So like instead of me playing it, like one of my games I play is RimWorld, I will watch YouTubers
Play the game.
The game.
Yeah,
Why?
my husband does that too.
Just maybe it's a tips and tricks, but it's also a lot of them are really hilarious. Some games are funny to watch someone else play and fail at
Okay.
or win at. Or,
Are you learning strategy?
A very small percentage. Most for me is just amusement of what's happening. Kind of like any reality TV or anyone you're watching on YouTube, like even a cooking show. Yeah, I might make, I know how to make risotto, but now I'm going to watch this person make risotto because you like their personality. That kind of thing. Okay, I've already played the game, but I like this person's personality and take on the game, and they're really a hoot. So I will watch that. Yeah.
One show that I just discovered, it's been on for ages, is the British Bake Off.
Yeah. Forever. It's been
on
like
for so
MasterChef,
long.
Before any of those.
Anyway,
yeah.
I've been watching that, and it's so unlike other competition shows that we've seen. There is no drama.
Yes.
There is no I
not
better
American.
go sabotage tips
Steal
and butter.
the pepper.
In America, it's about
Yeah.
who wins. There's learning.
Oh.
This is what you should do next time if you want your butter to be like this. And the person's like, oh,
Anyway.
okay, that's great. And they'll help each other. Like,
They
here,
do.
you need a cup of whatever. I've got it here.
Or who needs to help cover, bring
Yes.
it over here. I'm done. Does anybody need extra
this? It's
help?
still hot.
Yeah,
Yes.
just so
It's a
lovely
very
to
different-
one another. And
Yeah.
they get to stay in this old Victorian estate.
Yeah.
And then they're on the
lovely.
property in this big tent. Anyways,
Sometimes they go outside on the grounds and they learn different things from different chefs.
it reminds me of Downton
Pierre-
Abbey. But then I don't remember the hosts, but I'm watching it right now on CBC
I want to say
Gem.
Pierre White,
I'm
but it's not right.
catching up. But I know there's a Canadian version of it too.
Yeah.
Anyways, I like that. It was refreshing to see something on TV that's not so cutthroat.
Yeah.
And yes, you're there to win, and of course, you want the title and whatever, but it's not I'm gonna sabotage, and they're not having Baker confessions at the end. Where
Yeah,
it's
oh my God, so-and-so.
as if Amy's crust was like this.
Yeah.
And they
He
liked
shouldn't
hers
got
better.
that.
and,
His
it's
fish
nothing
was
like
over
that. So,
dry. Yeah. No.
I'm glad to have found that. Because you just need a little bit more positivity. So that's the kind of game show I'm watching lately.
Yeah.
It's not really a game
That's
show.
fair. But it is. It's still someone wins. It's a
The
it
trick
still
is
counts.
not to want to eat everything when I'm watching it.
Fair.
All I want to do is eat when I watch food shows. So
That's fair.
Eating's great.
it is, but it's not a bag of Chicago mixed popcorn.
That's where you're
Or-
wrong.
That's delicious. I don't see a problem.
I know it's delicious, but it's not always good for you.
Yeah, it's good for my soul.
Avez-vous une expression
I sure
session?
do.
An expression session.
I am going
S'il
to give this.
That's so polite.
I do have one left in my book, but I have one that I just looked it up because of something my husband had texted to me in between things. He
In between things happened.
mm-hmm.
This was before or after.
Yeah, I just was like, hey, this is where we're at. This was after me. I don't know. I'm like, hey, this is where I'm at now. We're just about to record. I just let them know that. So if I'm not answering right away, they know what's going on. So he was like, oh, great. Break a leg. Don't know what that means, but break a leg.
Yeah. It's in the
So-
showbiz.
I wanted you guys. I know, you probably
leg.
know where it's.
Yeah, it's
why we
showbiz.
use
It's
it.
good luck,
Yeah,
I think.
but
feel like you know
essentially,
the real answer to this.
It's bad luck to say good luck.
right.
Yeah.
So then break a leg because you want to say something the opposite to give the good stuff. But I don't know why it's break a leg. Why wasn't it break an arm? I don't know why it's leg specifically. I just know that they did it because they wanted to do the opposite of good luck.
Isn't that counter?
Productive? Intuitive?
Yeah,
Counter?
if I want good things to happen, I think about good things, not bad things.
Right. But in show business, it's bad luck to say good luck on
Yeah.
the show because
Yeah.
that's when this is going to crash or that's not going to come out.
Is
or
that
whatever.
playoff beard? Like you need to look like a hobo to be successful, or
No, that's a superstition. You mean?
yeah,
Yes.
that.
I would say yes.
Yes,
it's a bit
like
of
while
superstition, the whole,
some
like,
players
say
wear
break
the
a leg.
same gear, they have the same shoulder
yeah,
pads
they'll never
they've
change
had.
the
the
I'm
song.
whole
not gonna wash
time.
my jock strap.
Hey, you
Yeah,
know
well,
what? If
that's
they
a-
like that itch, you let them have that.
And
If
even
it
at
makes
the
them throw
NHL
better
level,
and
there's
my
people
team
doing it
wins,
for them
I'm
now.
in.
Okay, so yes, break a leg is very it's a theater driven expression. We know that. You were right. It is what you would use to say good luck instead, because saying good luck is very bad luck.
Which is just, I know.
But the reason why it's
is it
saying leg is
Yeah.
because it's referring to your side stage, the side curtain. And you would break that leg to enter the stage.
like big step
No,
into
so
it.
so you're
I think
on a
that
stage.
leg of the journey.
Right. So right now we are on the stage and the audience is right here.
Yeah.
On our side wings. So
Yeah.
left and right is the side stage where there would be a curtain as well.
Yeah.
So you would have to break that leg to come into the stage.
So is leg a threshold?
sort of.
Okay, so like
So,
break a leg is
Passing the legs is where like it kind of
Gotcha.
break a leg came from. Passing the legs or the side curtains on a stage.
like, so does that mean they're actually in the apex of two legs when they
No
are
idea.
presenting? Because that's right leg and left leg.
Doesn't
so
tell me
that's
that.
basically like you're in the crotch.
You're in
of
the stage of the crotch.
You're in crotch stage. That's right before
I don't know. It
some
doesn't
other
say that.
disease.
It's
Yes.
crotch stage.
It does say that it. They think the internet thinks that it came from the early
The internet. I
the
like that.
earliest
You're like, it's no longer us. We're
20th
not the ones.
century. Like
fact.
a German or a Yiddish phrase. So I'm gonna ask somebody who I know who has some German roots
Yeah, break
just
the
to
leg.
be like,
Like
hey.
it's just I've never heard of the sides.
Yeah.
as the
I
leg.
didn't
Yeah,
know
same. I
Uh,
didn't realize. Like I just knew it was side stage.
So anyone out
stage
there
left, stage
who's
right.
into that, let us know. Is that
Amen.
a real thing that's still called that? Like, but usually you hear right and left stage.
I
Whatever,
I
but
think for me it was just stage right, stage left. There was no
Legs.
curtain.
And there
sometimes
was
curtains.
there was no center crotch performance.
No, I think I'd be into a center crotch performance. Like, let's go.
Yeah, why not?
With the dry hole
Do you
or
remember?
wet hole?
Is it still out there? Puppetry of the penis. Do you know what
know
that
what
is?
that means.
Neither of you do. Okay, the puppetry
I'm
of
sorry.
the penis are men who
Oh,
it's
no.
basically a comedy show, but it's also
Naked?
puppetry. Yep. Sometimes they wear shirts and they're naked from the waist down, and they do shapes and faces with their ball sack and
No.
their penises in different things and act out scenes, do comedy with them. Oh my God, Jillian, you've never
Wow.
seen it was from I think it started in maybe 90s, early 2000s, and it was on tour. I think it might be British to start, and it went on tour, and you could go see Puppetry of the Penis.
Now
I'm good, thanks.
that would be a lot on big screen.
Well,
Like,
next
if
time
you're-
you're at
if
my
you're at the
house, I'll make
far
sure I
back.
can bring one up so you can sit at my
Oh
house,
my
and on the
gosh.
65-inch screen we can watch Puppetry of the Penis.
Wow.
Wowzers.
I did hear this week on the radio somebody just broke a Guinness World Record by being like repeatedly like punched in the crotch or something.
Oh.
And his name is Iron Crotch. Like this is what he does.
Does he change his name to that? I hope legally he's
I don't
changed
know,
his name
but,
to Iron
like-
Crotch. Like, I mean, it's fine if you're just called that, but
Yeah.
if you've committed to change your name, me and my pumpkin talked about this the other day. We don't have kids. We should change our name. Like, we could change our name to anything.
Do it.
But
Yeah.
we couldn't decide what we wanted our names to be. Because imagine you have unlimited names.
Anything you want.
Anything, except for they don't allow, like, bad words.
Yeah, it can't be a
That's-
Well,
swear.
of course not.
But I wouldn't
like,
want my name to be
would you go that extreme or would you
poop
just
shoot anyway. So, you know.
It seems like a lot of work.
would you just pick and you're paying for that.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
work. You have to get all your stuff
I know, but
changed.
then for the rest of your life, you get to introduce yourself as something crazy, which I would love.
You could be Boots Highway
I don't want
for
to.
the rest of your life.
I want to be. I don't even know. But anyway, I'm thinking.
Doesn't even know.
We're thinking about it because then we said we could just do it for a year or so, see how it feels, and if not, we just change it back.
Oh my god.
Why not?
Well,
Why not, people? Why not?
All
Let's
right,
just
so
change
now
our
we
names
can
to be
all come up
ridiculous.
with names.
yeah,
She'll
Amy
take
needs a new name.
suggestions.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, I was thinking one name.
One name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that seems
Okay.
like,
That's power.
especially when someone's like, okay, and your last name,
No, I only have one.
right? Oh, question though, when everyone fills in those forms, because you know you can't go on until your form is filled in correctly or
Right.
some things.
If you
what
don't
do people if
with
you
one
don't have
name.
one? Maybe my last name is no last name, and that would really confuse people.
Mhm.
You know, like Boots, no last name.
Right. How does
'Cause you-
Madonna do it?
That's what I mean. What do they fill in the other part?
Because she probably still uses her actual name.
Yeah, but some people have changed it to Iron Crotch.
Oh
hopefully.
dang! See,
One
and
word,
I
Iron
can't
Crotch.
call
Right,
up
Iron
the
Crotch,
person out
though,
and
could
like
do
let that
first name and
Prince.
second
Like,
name.
how did he change his name from Prince to a
Right.
symbol? Because his name was Prince.
Prince, yes.
Like
Yes.
legally given
Correct.
Prince.
So you better
Something,
hope that
something.
symbol is on the emoji list
It
on
is
your
not.
computer.
It was made up. He made it
Yeah,
up itself.
yeah,
It is
he
not an
did.
emoji that you know. How many crotch punches did the crotch puncher
I don't
receive?
know. Let me look.
Because I'm like, I don't know what a world record would entail.
Is it in
Okay,
a
for the
row?
sorry.
most punches.
I'm so sorry. It wasn't that he was getting punches. That's
Oh.
how he trained. Sorry, I'm getting the things.
Oh,
so
wait.
what
Oh.
it was, though, something was hanging from
Okay,
his
yes,
scrotum
the weight.
instead.
The scrotum
So there was
weight.
weight attached.
They
to
usually
his
stand up on something
scrotum.
high and then they put the weights on it. Yes, I've seen
But
this.
then the radio program that was talking about this, one of the DJs was like, "Oh, this can't be real," and then another one was like, "Oh no, here's a video of them training, and it's this person just getting belted, constant."
How much weight, I wonder.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this guy's just like
Huh.
in this little glass case.
You know, I
Just getting
mean,
it.
if you're going to pick up stuff, that's cool, but why choose your scrotum?
I'm afraid.
Maybe he's not using it.
Do you imagine how stretched out after it would be? Like that scrotum's hanging low.
It'd be like when people really stretch their
Their
ears.
earlobes, or when they get their backs, the hooks in their back and hang from their backs, and then after that, it's all like hooky saggy.
Blah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Not attractive, I
look
don't
differently
think.
because
That's okay. You can
It doesn't
update us
matter.
later.
I was just wondering if you knew how many crotch punches, but
We'll
now
throw
it's
some pictures
way-
in
so
the
I don't
mix.
know. Like, there's
That's a
one
totally
picture
different
that I
thing.
just saw, and it looks like this gentleman is getting like a big log that you would like toss in a saber toss
Yeah.
into his
I
area.
hope so.
Straight
I
at him.
hope so.
I don't know
Alright.
what I don't. Anyway, I'm so sorry that I brought that up.
No, I'm
It's
never
kind of a
sorry
tangent.
for any of that.
Proving once again that we are not for everyone. But who knows?
Yep.
We might pick up a few extra viewers and we might be for them.
That's right.
That's great. And if we are, we'll hopefully catch up with you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Meow meow.
Meow.
Don't chew on that.
No kitchen. Don't do that.
Thank
Stop.
you.
Ow.
All right. Are we ready for this?
I
Light it
think
up.
so. I'm
Get a
waiting for
butthole
the
to
cat.
start.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the cat.
She's gonna